Welcome students in the fourth part of our video. In the last part we had studied about the disadvantages of synthetic fiber. And what was it? That it catches fire very easily, it melts on heating and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. Now why does this happen? Why does it catches fire easily or it melts on heating? The reason behind it is that the raw material which is used, that which we are saying that chemical substance, right? So the raw material which is used for preparing the units of polymer, we can say the monomer, is from petroleum origin, that it is a petrochemical. As it is a petrochemical, you all know it, petrochemicals catch fire very easily, right? So the disadvantages of synthetic fiber is that it catches fire very easily. This can be asked in a give reason also, why a synthetic fiber catches fire very easily. So you have to write is that the raw material which is used to prepare synthetic fiber is petrochemicals. Hence it catches fire very easily. Okay. And now we will move on to characteristics of synthetic fibers. Which are those characteristics that has made synthetic fibers very popular? And these characteristics are that they absorb very less water. As they absorb very less water, they dry up very quickly, right? They do not absorb water much, so they dry up very quickly. Next characteristic is they are very durable. Then they are very cheap in rate, that is they are less expensive than natural fibers. In comparison to natural fibers, they are quite cheaper in rate. Okay, they are strong, they are durable, right? So this all are the characteristics of synthetic fibers. They are very easy to maintain, they are readily available, they are available in variety of colors. Okay students, so this all are the characteristics of synthetic fibers. Here we have completed one part of our chapter, that is synthetic fibers. Now we will be studying about the next part, and that is plastic. Now what are plastics? Plastics are also similar to synthetic fibers, like they are artificially made by men. Okay, they are also made from chemical substances only, from the polymers, but they have different arrangements of units, different arrangements of monomers. See, there are two types of arrangements of units to prepare a plastic. The first one, here you can see the pic of it. The first one, that is figure A. It is a linear arrangement of units. Some plastics are prepared by linear arrangements of units, and some are prepared by cross-linked arrangement. Cross-linked arrangement, it is shown in figure B. Okay, so some plastics have linear arrangement while some have cross-linked arrangement. Okay, so plastic is also a polymer, just like synthetic fiber. It is man-made and it is also made by the arrangement of monomers. And how will be the arrangement of monomers? Either linear or cross-linked. Okay. See, these are few you can say things in which we use plastic. Like in our day-to-day life, there are many articles we come across that are made up of Plastic. Now, why plastic is so popular? Like, why we use it on a large basis in our day-to-day life? Due to its characteristics, right? Now, which are those characteristics? The first characteristic of plastic is it is easily moldable, right? Moldable means it can be given any shape, right? It can be given any shape. Then it can be reused, it can be recycled, it can be colored, it can be rolled into sheets, right? It can be ductile, right? It can be made wires also. Wires could be made from plastics, and many other things, many things we can say those are made from plastics. And due to this characteristics, plastic is very much used, like we can say it is used on large scale in our day to day life. Okay. Now see, a very commonly used plastic. There are many types of plastics. In fact, first of all, we will be learning many types of plastic, right? So the first type which we are going to use is polythene. Polythene, it is an example of plastic. We can say one type of plastic. And where is it used? Very general use, like polythene bags. When we go to buy anything or any vegetable in the market, how do we get it? In a polythene bag, right? So polythene, it is a type of plastic, one type of plastic. It is easily bendable, we can break it, we can bend it, right? So it is very highly used. Now there are few types of plastic which can't break easily, right? When we go and buy some plastic containers or all, what we check it, it is unbreakable ones, right? Toys and containers and all, right? When you go in market to purchase any toy, what will you first check? Whether it is breakable or not, right? So there are few types of plastics which are unbreakable also, right? So the other two types of plastics which we will be studying about in this chapter is thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic, right? Now what are thermoplastic? Thermoplastics are the plastics which gets deformed on heating. Whenever we heat it, it gets deformed, it changes its shape. Which are the example of such plastic? It is polythene and PVC, right? So thermoplastic are the types of plastic which gets deformed on heating. It cannot bear heat, right? Though they are unbreakable. For example, if you fill a very hot water in your freeze plastic bottle, if you fill very hot bottle, what happens? That bottle gets deformed, it will change its shape immediately. Why? Because it is made up of thermoplastic, it cannot bear heat, right? It gets deformed on heating. But what are the uses of this plastic? They are used in manufacturing toys, combs, right? Containers, used in the kitchen, right? Because we don't need to heat them, it is used in making the materials which does not get heated. Okay. And now the next type of plastic is thermosetting plastic. This is a plastic which can bear heat. It is a poor conductor of heat and electricity, right? This plastic can bear heat, it does not allow the heat to pass through it and does not allow even electricity to pass through it. It is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Which were the examples of thermoplastic? It was polythene and PVC. Now what are the examples of thermosetting plastic? It is bakelite and melamine. Bakelite and melamine are the examples of thermosetting plastic. Okay, both the things, bakelite and melamine, have different uses. Okay, bakelite is used to prepare electrical switches, handles of the utensils and all. Why? Because it can bear heat and electricity. Okay, so the handles are made of bakelite, so that if a utensil handle is made of bakelite, if we heat that utensil, we would be able to catch it with a handle. We won't get heat and we won't get hurt through it. Then electrical switches. Why? Because it is a poor conductor of electricity. So we would not get shock, we would not get current through that switch. Though electricity is passing through it, we would not get current. So it is made up of bakelite. Okay. Now next is melamine. What is the characteristic of melamine? It resists fire. Melamine, it resists fire than any other plastic. Okay. So it is used to make floor tiles. I don't know whether you all have seen how a floor tile is made, but it is made in very heating type of material. Where the tiles are made, it's very hot area. So it is made up of melamine. It resists fire. Okay, and many kitchenware are also made up of melamine. Okay, so these are few examples of things made up of thermosetting plastic. Okay, few of bakelite and few of melamine. Now what are the characteristics of plastic? It is very light in weight. The first characteristic is it is very light in weight, and hence plastic containers are very widely used, right? It is of low price, that is cheaper in rate. Then it has good strength, strong भी बहुत होते हैं, and easily we can hand it easily, right? Easy handling, right? Then इट इज़ लाइटर देन मेटल्स, वो वेट में मेटल से काफ़ी लाइट होते हैं. सो इट इज़ यूज्ड इन कार्स, एयरक्राफ्ट, स्पेसक्राफ्ट, जो भी चीज़ में हमें वेट कम करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एयरक्राफ्ट में जितना भी कम वेट होगा, दैट इज़ quite good, right? So many things in aircrafts are made up of plastic rather than using metal in it. Okay, and like we cannot say it, there are endless uses of plastic. Okay, and that is due to its properties, right? Then another property is it is non-reactive. Non-reactive means whatever type of food you fill in it, in the container made up of plastic, if you fill any type of food in it, it won't react with plastic. Suppose if you fill lime water in metal container, there will be a reaction between metal and lime. But if you fill lime water in plastic, there won't be any reaction, right? There are few metals that reacts with oxygen, and due to which corrosion takes place, rust forms on it. But plastics, even if you expose it to air or moisture, they won't react with oxygen, and so no corrosion will be done. Okay, so plastics are non-reactive. Okay, so the properties of plastics which we studied is they are light, strong, durable, cheaper in rate, non-reactive, right? They are poor conductors of heat and electricity, and this all characteristics make them very popular, and so they are widely used also. They can be molded in different shapes and size. Okay, but as we studied about synthetic fibers, that though they are having this many advantages, there are disadvantages of plastics also. There are disadvantages of plastic also. Now, what is that disadvantage? The main disadvantage of plastic is they are non-biodegradable. They are non-biodegradable. Plastics do not get easily decomposed. Right? It does not get decomposed, and due to this it causes pollution in environment. If we throw a plastic bag along with our waste product in the dustbin, and if that plastic bag is been eaten by any animal, then the digestive tract of that animal might get choked up. It will get blocked up and that animal might die. Okay, if you throw it on anywhere on the roadside or anywhere else, then it will cause land pollution. If it is thrown in any water body, it will even choke up the pipes and all those things, and it will create water pollution. And one more thing, if you burn a plastic, then poisonous fumes are released from it, and which causes air pollution. So the main we can say disadvantage of plastic is it is not eco-friendly. Wherever you throw the plastic waste, whether land, water or air, it will cause pollution. So it is not at all eco-friendly. This is the, we can say, disadvantage of plastic, for which we need to think over it to use it. हमें प्लास्टिक यूज़ करना कि नहीं ये सोचने पे हमें मजबूर कर देता है दिस डिसएडवांटेज, right? And that is why nowadays you know how much air and land and even water pollution is being caused, right? So government has even banned plastic bags. You all might be knowing it. Polythene bags are banned to certain extent, right? So principle, we can say a 5R principle, it has been saying that how we should use plastic. We should do minimize use of plastic, and this 5R principle is reduce. First of all, reduce says that reduce the use of plastic, right? Then next is reuse. You should reuse the thing made up of plastic as much as you can, right? You must reuse the things made of plastic. Then comes recycle. After using the plastic thing, you should recycle it and form the new thing. Instead of throwing it here and there, you should recycle it and reuse again, right? Then comes recover. जो भी हम फेंक रहे हैं चीज़ प्लास्टिक की, अगर उसमें से कुछ चीज़ हम रिकवर कर सकते हैं, यूज़ कर सकते हैं, then we should not throw that. And then comes refuse. Refuse means you should not throw plastic waste in such a manner that it causes pollution, right? So this 5R principle you should remember before disposing a plastic waste. Why? Because plastic is not at all eco-friendly. Okay, I'll show you one table in which you will come to know how much time these things get to decompose, to degenerate, you can say. Now see, plastic bags take several years to decompose. वो डिकम्पोज नहीं होते because they are non-biodegradable. Okay students, I hope you all have understood this chapter very well. Read the lesson, go through it, and You can even listen this video many times if you want and get your doubts clear. Okay, thank you.